So you're interested in purchasing a new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe, but don't know exactly where to start or which trim level is the best for you. Well, today I have two of the most popular trim levels, at least I believe, on dealership lots, and that is the base SEL as well as the SEL Premium package. So since you guys seem to enjoy the Tucson trim comparison video between the SEL Convenience and the top limited trim, I thought I'd do the same type of video here with the Santa Fe, given it is just a little bit larger than that of the Tucson and is still a two-row family SUV. Now this time I picked two trim levels which I think are more popular on dealership lots and sit in the middle of the trim lineup because that's where the bulk of buyers tend to shop, and that is the SEL and the SEL Premium like I mentioned. So these sit in the mid to upper $30,000 range, but in this video I'm going to detail more of the differences between the two trim levels and how they're kind of separated from one another, why you might want to go for one over the other, and how these are kind of a starting point or a jumping point to other trim levels, including the XRT as well as the Santa Fe Limited. So that's kind of what this video is going to focus on, but if you want dedicated information on either of these two trims, I have walk-around videos here on the channel. And one last thing I want to touch on is the base SEL trim level is what the XRT Santa Fe is based upon. So if you're looking at an XRT, it's essentially an SEL with a bunch of appearance differences on the outside. The only real feature or material difference is the H-Tex leatherette on the XRT versus the cloth interior on the SEL. Now likewise, if you're looking at the Santa Fe Limited, that is based upon the SEL Premium package as seen behind me. Now obviously the Limited is going to get more features and options, but it is based on the SEL Premium, just with a few more luxury items on the inside and more features and options. So unfortunately, I was not able to get both of these Santa Fe's in the same exterior color as I was with the Tucson video I shot. So we have a black SEL on my left and a gray SEL Premium on my right. However, both of these have the respective gray interior option for each trim level. Now, what's interesting about the Santa Fe's lineup is that most of the trim levels are actually available with three interior color choices: black, gray, and beige. Now, depending on your trim level, there is going to be a slightly different beige option, as well as the gray, which we'll touch on here later in this video. But it is interesting to see that the interior color choices are very vast in the Santa Fe lineup. Now on that point, there's only two exterior paint colors where you can option all three interior color options, and that is the black exterior like seen over here, or the Stormy Sea dark blue. So those are the two exterior colors where you can get all three color interiors. Otherwise, some of them limit you to two or even one interior color option depending on the trim level. But starting out, you guys can immediately tell the difference in some of the exterior trim elements. Now, looking at the SEL, this one actually formerly had this grille and this chrome trim for the 2022 model year. However, Hyundai took that away for 2023. So now this is the exterior appearance you get on the SEL, and this is the exterior appearance you get on the SEL Premium and some of the higher trims as well. So starting up front, both of them will get the same lighting package. So you have reflector LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and incandescent turn signals in this portion right here. But the SEL, you can see, kind of has the matte silver trim, the black grille with the chrome Hyundai emblem. And this is the same front end design as the base SE as well. Now moving over to the SEL Premium package, you can see this one gets the satin chrome trim on the grille as well as the lower front fascia, chrome Hyundai emblem, as well as the front 360 camera system, which is new for 2023. Same lighting package, so LED reflector headlights, LED daytime running lights, and incandescent turn signals in that portion right there. But you can see the SEL Premium does look a little bit nicer in my opinion, or a little bit more high-end than that of the SEL. Now this also carries on to the side and rear of the vehicle as well. So starting with the wheels, this is actually going to be one of these aspects that is the same between the vehicles. Both 18-inch wheel design, the exact same wheel and tire setup on each of these. You can see both of them share the matte black plastic cladding around the wheel wells and wheel arches. You do have to go up to the top calligraphy to get that paint matched. When it comes to the mirrors, there's going to be another difference here. Still get the LED turn signal indications on the SEL that are going to be heated, still have blind spot detection. However, on the Premium, they added the surround view camera system for 2023. So you can see there is a camera on the outside of the mirror, and that is going to be the main difference with this one. But otherwise still heated, still have blind spot detection and everything like that. Taking a look at the side of the SEL, this is more of just the standard look on the Santa Fe, so just the dark black plastics on the bottom. The door handles will get the satin chrome trim, as well as the window trim will be satin chrome. But that is pretty much the limitation, or kind of all you get in terms of the chrome trim. And then when we move over to the SEL Premium, this is where some of that bright work really starts to stand out. So you get the same window trim and door handles, but the lower portions of the doors do have the kind of satin chrome, as well as the sides of the rear bumper. Now out back, those differences continue on, as the SEL does not get any form of LED lighting out back. So you have incandescent brake lights, reverse lights, as well as incandescent turn signals lower on the rear bumper. The rear bumper does feature kind of the matte silver trim, as well as your single outlet exhaust on the passenger side of the vehicle, but this will differ from that of the SEL Premium once we go over to that vehicle. But that is the rear end of the SEL. Now if we walk over to the SEL Premium, you do get LED lighting out back. So that is one of the nicer benefits I see of the SEL Premium. So you have your LED brake lights and running lights up top, reverse lights still incandescent, but here is your LED turn signals lower on the rear bumper. You can see it is an LED, nice crisp on-off design. And the center portion of the rear diffuser here is kind of the brighter chrome trim versus that of kind of the matte silver. Still have the single outlet exhaust here on the right side. But overall, I think this is definitely a little bit more premium looking of a vehicle. And this carries on to the top limited as well as the calligraphy trims as well. And one last thing to mention while we're on the exterior is the fact that the SEL does not come with any form of sunroof. That is not optional, not available at all. And the SEL Premium does come with the panoramic sunroof, which gives you kind of that gloss black look up top. And it is pretty much all glass to the back of the vehicle. And this one has the optional cross rails on the roof rails. So that is a nice feature. It kind of gives it a different type of athletic look, in my opinion. You can take those off if you would like. They are very easy to remove. But as a whole, those are the exterior differences between the SEL and the SEL Premium. So once we get into the inside, this is going to be another kind of big difference between these two. Not so much the design of the dashboard, the seats and stuff like that, but more of the use of materials throughout the cabin. Now, like I said, both these are the respective gray interior options of these vehicles. This one's going to be the cloth seating surfaces, where that one's going to be the H-Tech synthetic leather. But starting out here on the SEL, still have soft touch upper door panels. The same design kind of gray accents are going to be equal between these two. However, the material here on the door as well as the top part of the dashboard is kind of a rougher rubberized texture. But once we get over to the Premium, it's going to be a little bit smoother. It feels more like the H-Tech's leatherette on the doors as well as the dash. This one does not have the premium audio, so this is kind of just the black accents on the speaker grille. But that is the driver's side door of the SEL. And taking a look at the seat, you do still get a power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar. But once again, this is the gray cloth interior. And there's a look at the front dashboard with the gray accents over here around the vent, and that carries on to the top of the passenger side as well. So you still get a black leather wrapped steering wheel here in the SEL. You can see the gauge clusters are more of the analog type. Still have paddle shifters, all of your safety systems across the steering wheel, along with the bright silver trim down below. 10.25-inch infotainment, and like I mentioned, here is the same gray accent across the top portion of the dash. And the center console design is going to be very close, if not the same between these two. There's the black center armrest, kind of just the same rubberized texture. It is soft touch. In this one, you do get the kind of light gray headliner. Now out back of the SEL, you will find most of the same materials. You do have a hard touch upper door panel, same soft touch center portion with the gray accents. Like I said, the speaker grille is kind of the base audio system, so no silver accent. There's the seats, same adjustments, no real difference there, just the materials. AC vents, 2 USB charge ports, 1 map pocket on the passenger side. But yeah, that's a look on the interior of the SEL. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SEL Premium. So here with the SEL Premium, you will get the H-Tech's leatherette interior. So this changes the materials pretty much throughout the cabin. So here on the door panel, you still have the same soft touch rubberized upper, but this material here in the center portion of the armrest is a smoother, softer touch material. You can see the stitching is quite different as well. So this is a huge upgrade in my opinion, especially because you rest your arm here pretty much on a daily basis. The window controls you can see there are silver accented, as is the speaker grille because this is the upgraded Harman Kardon audio system. Same power adjustments for the driver's seat. However, once again, this is the gray H-Tech's interior option. And coming to the dashboard, those same materials on the door panel also follow through across the dashboard. So this is the same softer material here on the vent as well as on the passenger side. So overall, I do think this is a nicer interior in terms of the materials. And when we step inside, you can see this one does get the fully digital gauge cluster, which combined with the surround view camera system does give you the blind spot view monitor on each mirror. So when you turn on your turn signal, you can see each side of the vehicle on the cluster. I think that is a nice addition. Same black leather wrap steering wheel. The controls, I believe, are the same with the silver brightwork down below. Same infotainment system. And the controls are going to be the same here in the center console as well. This one only gets heated seats, no heated steering wheel. So all this should be very close, if not the same between them. And up top, you will get the same kind of gray accented headliner. However, like I mentioned, this one does get the panoramic sunroof. So there is your full-size panoramic sunroof, goes back pretty much behind the second row seats. It is a quite massive sunroof. And along with that does come the LED interior lighting. So you find that up here. So this is a little bit different of a design near the controls for the sunroof and the Blue Link. But as a whole, the sunroof does add a very premium touch, lets in a lot of additional light, and is something that some people might opt for or want automatically in their vehicle. And here in the back, the materials will follow through from the front. So you do have the same soft touch, softer armrest. You do get soft touch upper door panels, which you did not in the SEL. And this also comes with the manual rear sunshades. Same brightwork around the speaker grille because once again, this is the upgraded audio system. As far as the seats go, same adjustments. However, this one are obviously wrapped in the leatherette material, which I really do like in the Hyundai vehicles. I think it's a very soft, very nice material. And as far as the back seat goes, same one mat pocket on the passenger side, AC vents, and 2 USB charge ports. So nothing feature-wise here in the back seat, just the materials on the seats, as well as the door panels, and of course the manual sunshade. And one last thing to mention on the Premium is the fact you do get a power passenger seat. So there's your power seat. No lumbar adjustment, but nice to have power adjustments nonetheless. And I guess one other thing I forgot to mention in terms of the materials on the inside of the Premium is the fact you do get this soft touch kind of stitched accent that runs along the side of the center console and here in front of the passenger seat. Now that is not actually available or on the SEL, so you can see kind of the stitched accent. It is black in color and kind of fades into the rubberized armrest here. And here on the inside of the SEL, like I said, that is not found, so it's just a hard touch plastic that also kind of wraps around where the push button start is, and of course across the dashboard in front of the passenger. So that is a minor detail, but again, your knee might hit up here depending on your seating position. So to some people that might be a bigger deal than others, but that is just something to note in terms of the material usage. Now, when it comes to the trunk areas of these two vehicles, they are going to be quite similar, but again, might be quite different. So starting with the SEL, it's basically going to be the same volume of cargo carrying capacity, even beneath the floor. There's really no difference there between these two. So you get the dual storage underneath the floor, including these 3 large bins up front. Again, huge underfloor storage in the Santa Fe. But on the right side, you're only going to find a 12-volt power outlet, a little bit of storage as well. On the left side, nothing. Your interior cargo lamp is up top here. But moving over to the SEL Premium package, you are going to gain quite a few features. So number one, like I mentioned, the same cargo beneath the floor, same overall storage capacity there. But on the right side, you're going to see some more features. So you do have your 12-volt outlet still. However, you do get power release second row seats. So if you want to fold those seats down from the back, you can do so via a power release here on the right side. Same storage cubby. On the left side, you do have your subwoofer for the premium audio system, so that is where that is housed. You do have some additional speakers on either side as well. Same light up top here, but outside of that, it is essentially the same cargo capacity. Both of them, of course, have power lift gates with programmable height. So under the hood of both of these Santa Fe's, you're going to find the same 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. This puts out 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque through either the front wheels only or all 4 wheels if you option all-wheel drive, like both of these vehicles are. Now this is paired to an 8-speed torque-converted automatic, and the SEL Premium is actually the highest trim level you can get with the naturally aspirated 2.5. If you go any higher than this to the Limited or the Calligraphy, you get the 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which puts out substantially more power, and that is also paired to the 8-speed wet dual-clutch transmission. And one other powertrain available in the Santa Fe lineup in general is the hybrid powertrain. Now this is the exact same one found in the Tucson hybrid, so it is the 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired to an electric motor and a battery pack. The electric motor and the battery pack is a little bit larger and a little bit stronger in the plug-in hybrid version, and the hybrid is paired to a 6-speed torque converted automatic. So you do get less gears in the hybrid, but overall it is a very powerful, very potent kind of powertrain, and sits in between the regular 2.5 naturally aspirated and the 2.5 liter turbo in terms of output. And just know, if you're looking at the hybrid versions of the Santa Fe, the packaging is going to be slightly different between them. It still comes in 3 versions, 3 trim levels. You have the blue, the SEL Convenience or the SEL Premium, and the limited hybrid. I have done a video on the limited hybrid in the Santa Fe if you want to check that out here on the channel, but just know some of the options, packaging, and features are definitely different between the regular Santa Fe's and the hybrids. Okay, so finally, to wrap up this video, let's go over some of the exact feature differences that you gain in the SEL Premium, as well as the pricing on each of these two vehicles. So the SEL all-wheel drive starts at $34,895 including destination, and the SEL Premium all-wheel drive starts at $39,545. So this represents a $4,650. Now you might be asking yourself, well, what do you get for $4,650? Well, you get quite a bit. So obviously you get the H-Tex leatherette interior with some of the material differences across the cabin like I demonstrated. You get the surround view camera system, the blind spot view monitor, the manual rear sunshades, 12.3-inch LCD multi-information display, auto-dimming interior rear view mirror, power release second row seats in the trunk, acoustic laminated front side glass, so this in theory should make the interior cabin just a little bit more quiet here in the front seats especially. You get 8-way power passenger seat, Harman Kardon premium audio system with 12 speakers, including the subwoofer in the trunk, panoramic sunroof, LED interior lights, LED taillights, and the silver chrome front grille, along with the appearance differences around the sides of the vehicles as well as the rear bumper. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and side-by-side comparison once again. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, as always, please hit that like button. It greatly helps out. Lets me know which videos you guys are enjoying and liking here on the channel. And of course, as always, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know which your favorite trim level in the Santa Fe lineup is, or if you currently own this generation of Santa Fe, which one you picked. Because it definitely helps out people that might be looking for a Santa Fe or trying to narrow down their search in which trim levels fits their needs best. But obviously, it all comes down to personal preference. And lastly, make sure to check out some of the other videos I have here on the channel, including here on the Santa Fe, Tucson, basically everything from the Hyundai lineup. I have quite a bit of content on. And of course, if you want to see something different or something I have not covered, leave a comment down below and I'll see if I can make that happen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as always, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.